are 4 big lambs, Mom. And then we use a little lube. These are ewe lambs. They will appreciate the thought and courtesy. Little cuddle puddles. It's Friday, dude. Don't you have places to be? Oh, that was the worst delivery I have ever had. We had a lot of lambs. I don't know the last time we've had this many lambs actually born. You are so sweet. Now backwards, that's the problem. Hi, baby. You did good. You almost had it out all by yourself. Yeah. Are you alive? Yes. Yes. Amazing. You come here too while Mom's still looking like crazy. Yeah. 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 Oh, got another one in here, Mom. Good Lord. All right, you mean business. This is your first time and you're having 4. I think it's backwards. Those are 4 big lambs, Mom. Good job. Hi, baby. Welcome. Welcome to the chaos. I think that's all she wrote. I think 4 is good. Well, I don't. But... Good morning. What a way to wake up. 2 sets of 4, one stillborn, but 3 is still very good. And they're good size. Even the one that was stillborn's good size. So I don't know what happened. But this ewe lamb, this is our last ewe lamb, and she gave me 4. And she actually has lots of milk, so I bet you she'll serve us 3. But we'll see. The ewe lambs have really outdone themselves this go around. It's been crazy. I actually don't want to do my numbers publicly, but I actually am excited to see how many lambs these ewe lambs had. Now, I'm not promoting that. I actually don't like it. I wish she had half as many. They were bred naturally, so this is how many they actually could have. So yeah, Rex and I had a good talk, and he's like, do you want that many lambs? Like, should you be maybe starting to add in a ram that doesn't have so many lambs? So I don't know what to say. We're gonna get these guys dipped and fed and all the things. Get some coffee. It's a gross rainy day outside. But we're almost done too. Not that we want to do this today, but we have to continue with life and the creation of life. So today we are seedering our September lambing group. So these guys are going to get bred here around April 13th. I think if my math is right, today's March 31st. So we are going to insert a seeder. I just want them synchronized because fall is tricky for me around field work. So this is just what we do. We actually use seeders 3 out of 4 breedings. And we are just coming off the heels of our natural breed, which tends to spit out the most lambs. It's opposite of everybody's thinking. Everybody thinks that cedars equals more lambs, but I would argue my natural breed is much more prolific. That aside, this is a cedar for sheep. It works much like birth control for 13 days, and once we pull it, it's just telling them you're going to be in heat tomorrow is kind of the goal. So they'll be in heat usually around 18 to 24 hours after I pull the cedars. And then they're in a good heat for a couple days, and then they kind of tail off and the boys find someone else to harass. So this is the applicator. Tail in first. I don't know if I can do it this way, backwards. There's a little slit there. Why is this on? And then just sort of squeeze, like so. So your tail's hanging out at the bottom. And it'll be the thing that's popping out of her so you can get it out. And then we use a little lube. These are ewe lambs. They will appreciate the thought and courtesy. So, all right, now for the rodeo. We're doing ewe lambs first, and then we're doing a group of mature ewes. This will be a small group. Actually, there's only like 82 or 83. My brain is not into this. I don't even know. Do you want to squeeze that so no more comes through? Yeah. I do appreciate my squeeze. Yeah. This is hard. Oh, you know why? Okay, on the bottom of the down one. We finally have this bottle pen to the size we want based on numbers. So I think we will have about 40-ish lambs on this side. We have nipples for 45. Each nipple does 15. So we have 3 nipples on this side. We have 4 on the other side. So there will be a few more on the other side. I want to get these guys on creep, and they're going to share a creep feeder with that group of 45. Both the bottle baby pens are going to share a feeder. Before I make any big feed changes on the bottle lambs, I give them a clostridial antitoxin, and that's because they haven't had colostrum out of mum. Very little. So I do this as kind of insurance, so I will do it now, and then I'll do it in about 3 weeks when they get weaned. You guys gonna be my friends? You are now. Where's your sister? Where's your sister? Sister. Look at you. Hi, you're both together still. You guys are roommates. Baby number 1. Baby number 2. Now we have some friends. Brother from another mother. All right, everyone is happy and content and laying down. Aww, little cuddle puddles. Remember when I said we had 2 ewes left to lamb? Well, one has decided to just go into labor. We are almost done, the end is near. So, yep, in labor finally, and thinking about it. Or not. The verdict's out on this one. Chris and I cannot tell if she's pregnant or not. Her udder has not bloomed up. All right, I have left this mama for like an hour. And I did do an internal, and everything was coming the right way. She just wasn't quite dilated, so I didn't want to push the situation, but it's been an hour since I did that, and I just think that maybe it's time I just give her a hand, right or wrong. Do you want to move in and get the show on the road? Yes, yes please. It's Friday, dude. Don't you have places to be? Yeah, same. All right, we ended the day with another 3-peat. 1, 2, 3. Good morning. I don't know how long she's been in labor. That placenta looks kind of gnarly. So I don't know what we're in for, but I think it's high time to probably check. It's likely backwards or really big. By the looks of her, I'm thinking the latter. I'm thinking it's just a very big lamb, and I hope I can get it out. It's a very small hole. So I'm just making her kind of work at pushing this lamb up. I have a head and a foot, but not in the cervix, like just behind. Oh, that's nice right here, lady. You just do the work, and I'll have a little nap. No? Okay. I got a leg and a head, but she is so tight. The only part of you that's small is the part I want to be big. I might grab some lube. Good pushing. You're doing that all on your own. I'll just fill you with lube. Problem is, I know I'm going to get this head out, and I'm not going to get the rest of it out. As you can see, her lamb was dead. I think it was dead even before I started to pull, but that was the worst delivery I have ever had. I might throw this black-nosed little lamb here. She's been my bottle baby out of those 3. I might see if she can foster. I'm gonna lather as much cleanings as I can off her onto this lamb. See if the lamb will. Problem is she's right beside her mom, so. She's a good mom. I can't believe she's standing after that. No, I'm not your mom. That's your mom now. That's a good time. Mom's right beside. Come on. This has turned my day around so much. Oh, you go back. Do what you were doing. Oh no. I interrupted a good thing. Junior was on her new mummy, which just makes me so happy. Look how lovely you two are now. Yeah. So I did put a big red X on her. I wish labor and delivery was like better because she's an amazing mom. And any you that fosters a baby just like immediately undoes any sin that I already had on her, but she is just so overconditioned. To get that much weight off her, I just think is probably pretty impossible. What I am gonna do is move yesterday morning's the second pen over there and put her along the bunk. And these guys are all gonna stay till tomorrow, but that one set beside the water bowl, they can get let out. And then I'm gonna open that one whole area up for these guys, and then I can start setting up more creep areas. I don't know if that's gonna happen today or maybe tomorrow. I have Charlie also coming in about an hour, so busy afternoon here. Charlie's just gonna be shearing those ewe lambs that we just put those cedars in yesterday.
Yeah, there's another one somewhere. Just around that and then over there. I normally just pull them out of the front gate for you and anyway. No, it don't matter. We'll loosen that off when we get to the 300-pounders.
Well, we have a few of those. Not in this group, though. Not yet. Give them time.
Kind of nice.
They're probably bigger framed, eh?
Well, there is some big ones, but they're not all big ones. He's gonna come with me to Romy's next weekend.
Some big ones there.
Yeah. And you're gonna see all the big ones.
When's Barrett baby doing resale probably? This month?
No, they're in May.
May?
Yeah.
I guess they just lamb them good. Well, they were laying in the beginning of March, weren't they?
Yeah.
February, March. They had a big group. They went fast.
It looked like it was going to be fast.
Holy. So I remember Ryan was like, oh, there's 260 more to go. And then all of a sudden I saw Romy like a few days later at a conference. He's like, yeah, we're like down to a handful. I'm like, oh my God, that was fast. Ryan's probably like, feels like me right now.
I'm a bad influence on him.
Why?
Well, I show up there to cheer, and then he's like, would you like a beer? Yeah,
I don't know if that's anyone's influence on Mr. Chill. Well, it is safe to say that this morning I did not come out to the barn. I let Carissa kind of run the show, and I would love to say I slept in, but my internal alarm clock does not let me do that for yet probably another month. And I was so tired yesterday after Charlie was here. At least we got that kind of out of the way before we get busy here with some life stuff happening, and I'll maybe fill you guys in on that a little bit. But right now I need to let these mamas and their babies out. These are the last ones that were born here a couple days ago. Yeah, this lamb is still on good. Our little foster baby. Are you two still good? Hi! I saw you drinking. Yeah, you just don't let me near that lamb. This mama is actually feeding 3, so 3 are staying with her until she decides she doesn't have enough milk, but right now she seems to have enough. So Prince Charming lost his one shoe, but look, it's all corrected, so it was kind of a good reminder to take this off before I get too busy. So I had splinted these probably 3 days ago now, and you've been a happy little lark ever since. But there we go. Get the gauze off your feet. All corrected. Say hi. Say thank you. You are so sweet. You're a sweet little lamb. You saying hi to the birds? Oh, hi. Let me see you rock. Oh, or run. Awesome. We're good. Splints come in so handy. Alright, so spring lambing is finally complete. I did sit down here for about an hour yesterday afternoon before Charlie came to just quickly sort of send a report to my email from FlockWatch. I haven't really had a chance to even see where we were at, and quite honestly, I did not want to know. I did not want to know how many lambs were here or not here. More the latter. I just did not want to see how many lambs we lost even before they took a breath. This lambing, we had a lot of lambs. I don't know the last time we've had this many lambs actually born. The problem is they didn't all live. I'm just gonna start this all with a little disclaimer, and it's not giving myself any excuses. Leading up to lambing, I wasn't in a great headspace. And I will say this, we've had a lot of initiatives in our industry to shine the light on mental health. I've been a big advocate of it. I've lost really good friends to mental health. So, and I've also had issues in the past. I can honestly say, since having sheep, I feel like I've really been in a good place mentally, and the sheep barn has always been my happy place, and I think it aligns very well with life in general. If life is good, everything around you, even when it's falling apart, is also very manageable because you're happier in general. We are most definitely having issues with Jess. I've mentioned that before here. I'm gonna try not to break down, but who knows? I've been a bit of a woo. lately. So we're starting a pretty big journey with her tomorrow. I head to Toronto with her, actually, probably in a couple hours. I think she's going to document it. I don't know when she's going to start releasing some of this stuff, but I'm going to let her tell her own story, and you guys just get to have my version of what's going on. It's taken up a lot of my brain, a lot of my heart, and I think when issues arise on the farm, which it just feels like it's been one catastrophe, one fire literally after another. Typically we could laugh at these things and it would roll off as something, ah, that's farming, whatever. But when you're not well upstairs, so you're very preoccupied with, in my case, my daughter, you really are not equipped to handle a lot of the things that go sideways on your farm. So that's when, you know, farmers can get ridiculed for not having things done, or your animals don't look good. Like Rex commented that some of my sheep's hooves didn't look trimmed enough, and I'm like, because I missed it, because my daughter's been sick and I've been taking her to doctor's appointments, and I couldn't tell him that because I haven't really talked about it to too many people. So it's little comments like that that like really kill me, because I'm like, I'm very proud. I'm a very proud person. I like to get my jobs done. Anyway, so this lambing group, I felt like it was very challenging. I don't know if you guys felt that way too, or if you thought, well, all your lambings feel like sort of a gong show or train wreck. But I think because I wasn't mentally in a great place, it felt worse than it probably was. So I'm going to go over the numbers. I just want to put it out there that, yeah, we lost a lot of lambs. The problem with the flock watch, and I've already messaged Michael about it, and they're going to work on it, is there's no drop down. When a lamb is dead on arrival, I can't enter that in anywhere, so I've just been entering it in manually, and I asked him, can you put a drop down menu in so that when that info then goes to make a report, it will be in my columns, like it will show up what the animal died of. They do have that the animal is alive or dead, but it doesn't say what they died of. Right now, the numbers I'm giving you are just totals. I can't break it down yet until they have that sort of figured out. I will tell you, probably the mummified lambs, I easily had 10, maybe more. And then stillborns took up another good chunk, probably another, I don't even know. I think I easily had 1 or 2 stillborns every single day. I'm not laughing, I'm just like, it's ridiculous. But stillborns do come with multiples. These animals were all naturally bred. Even my ewe lambs were spitting out like 4s. So it was just a crazy, prolific group of ewes. So yeah, so here we go. There was 360 lambs born this go around, which is crazy, out of 126 ewes. So our average lambs per ewe that were born, not alive, was 2.86. I don't think I've ever had that. So far 61 have died. Most of them have been either stillborn or mummified, but there have been a few that have died within the first couple days. As of today, 299 are still with us, which gives us 2.4 lambs per ewe alive, which is crazy. We had 5 ewes that had singles, 44 ewes had twins, 49 ewes had triplets, 21 ewes had quads, 6 ewes had quints, and a ewe had sextuplets. So yeah, it was a very prolific group, which just, I think I've commented a few times throughout this group that prolific ewes may seem really cool on film, and I only really show 30 minutes of my day, if that. The work it takes to keep those multiples alive is insane. It easily adds half a person. I think that's why I'm pretty burnt out and Chris is pretty burnt out. It's a lot of work. Should we have more labor? Probably. I will tell you this, that finding labor is very challenging. Finding labor we trust, also very challenging. And then finding labor that just wants to come in for like a few weeks a year is also almost impossible. Like, I know I wouldn't do that, because I know everyone's going to say you don't have enough help, and it's easier said than done. I think anyone that's a business owner right now would probably also agree that yes, we all need labor, but it's easier said than done to find the right labor. So for now, Chris and I just have a system between us, and it works. It just means we're both absolutely excited to see the last day of lambing. And I will say this, just to piggyback on this mental health stuff. I have never, not one day, not been excited to come into this barn. And I have never, even on the worst days, left the barn ever wanting to do anything else. And because my daughter is ill right now, it's sort of the last place I want to be. And the next few weeks are going to be really challenging. And the problem is I can't, all the things that have been done to the ewes are already, they're already in place. They're already in system. So it's not like you can just stop and walk away for like 6 weeks or 6 months when your family needs you. You still have to sort of balance both. And for the first time in my life, like even when I had little kids, I could do it. I think because right now we just don't know what we're really in for. It's very scary and very overwhelming. But we'll get through it. I'm only documenting this, not that you'll have pity for me. It's like I want people to realize how intertwined our life and our work is. And it's compounded when you're dealing with lives. Like these are all little lives that are also very, very important to me. So yeah, it becomes tricky. So just keep us in your thoughts and prayers for the next few weeks, and continue to be understanding and not get too frustrated with my scatterbrainness, and don't yell at the TV too much when I'm doing things that you would never do, or yeah, all the things. Anyway, thank you guys for being a part of this. Yeah, spring lambing is complete for another year. I pray we can keep these animals healthy and happy. They have a ton of space. Every lambing group I'm pretty proud to say that I've been able to make their pens more and more comfortable and more spacious. And I think we're really seeing that on the other end. I think we're seeing healthier lambs at wean. I think we're seeing those lambs just stay healthy all the way to the end of the road, whether that's them coming back in here or them literally just the end of the road. I think I'm making improvements. It just does not feel like that right now in this moment. I know I will look back at the numbers at the end of the year and go, whoa, those were pretty good. And I'm going to forget about all the bad stuff. But right now, I'm really happy to be done lambing. But thanks guys for being with me and walking through it with me. Oh, Shikapa? No. Like a mummified. That's your first baby? Oh my goodness. Wow. Good girl, Red. It's your baby. This is little Red. 3 red babies. So tired of dead lambs. Good girl.